Well, the verse of the day. My name is Brandon Hathaway. I'm the preacher at the Westside Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky. I want to thank you for joining me today as we open up the Bible and study the Word of God. Today we are in Judges chapter 7. Judges chapter 7. And we're going to be reading verses 3 through 7. Judges chapter 7, starting with verse 3 and working our way down to verse 7. Again, yesterday as we read, we got into the story of Gideon. This is I'd say the more popular part about Gideon, as it is selected on how many men are going to go with him to deliver Israel from the Midians. So verse 3 says, "Now therefore come proclaim in the hearing of the people, saying, whoever is afraid and trembling, let him return and depart from Mount Gilead." So 22,000 people returned, but 10,000 remained. Then the Lord said to Gideon, "The people are still too many. Bring them down to the water, and I will test them for you there. Therefore it shall be that he whom I say to you, this one will go with you, he shall go with you. But everyone whom I say to you, this one shall not go with you, he shall not go." So he brought the people down to the water, and the Lord said to Gideon, "You shall separate everyone who laps the water with their tongue as a dog laps, as well as everyone who kneels to drink." Now the number of those who lapped, putting their hand to their mouth, was 300 men, but all the rest of the people kneeled to drink the water. The Lord said to Gideon, "I will deliver you with the 300 men who lapped, and will give the Midianites into the hands, so all the other people go, each man to his home." It's interesting when you read this account, because again, when it comes to battle, number usually counts, right? And that's God's point, is that if I deliver, then you guys are going to take the credit for yourself. You have 32,000, right? Because 22,000 left, still had 10,000. So there's 32,000. It's like you guys say you did it because you guys were stronger, powerful, had more numbers. And so God took them all the way down to 300 men to go forth and to defeat the enemy. And so it's just God proving that he was with them and that he was in charge. And so the first time that he sends away, again, he says, well, those who are scared, those who are afraid, send them home. So, 22,000 people went. It goes to show, again, in battle, you have to be brave. You have to have the right mindset. And that's, our spiritual warfare. We need to have the right mindset also. Now, again, we're not trying to chase anyone off, but we need to ask ourselves, what do we need to work on so that we are brave and bold and confident in the Word of God? The second time, I think it's about the smarts. I know it's not really brought out there, but my mind always, every time I read about that, them going down to the water, you have those who are kneeling down and putting their head down into the water, to take a drink. It says like a dog. Well, they can't be aware and alert as they do that. They both hands are on the ground. That means you don't have your hand on your sword. You're not prepared if someone comes up and attacks. Where the others, they kneel on their knee and they bring the water up with their hands, and so they're still alert. That it's just something that always, I don't know, someone probably taught it to me, but that's where my mind goes. And so strategy wise, it's, these are smarter because they're staying aware, they're staying alert, they're staying on guard. The others are going all the way down and drinking the water like a dog. And so God took them down to 300. And if you read the rest of the chapter, we see he uses that 300 and delivers Gideon and his men. So I want to thank you for joining me today. Hope everybody has